We know from the Bible the gospel story about Jesus tempted by the devil. When the devil showed him the land and he said, I give you all these kingdoms if you kneel down. Jesus said no. But that story, it's a story, yeah, it shows that the real ruler of this world is the devil. Because he has to own the world to be able to give it away. He can't offer it to Jesus if he doesn't have it in the first place. So this shows us that the ruler of this world is the devil. It's his planet. This is his realm. We are technically in hell, but we're not deep down in the centre, are we? The centre of Dante's Inferno. Life is not quite that crazy. Not yet. So, we're maybe on the outer circle of hell. That's why, before humans were here in the world, was the dinosaur age. And from 220 to 65 million years ago. And then you can see the animals, the creatures, they weren't cute, fluffy rabbits. No. Little bunnies bouncing around. No. They were monsters. The dinosaurs were grotesque, evil monsters. Why? Because that's the real planet Earth. The pre-mammalian world, the devil's world. Then 65 million years ago, the end of the dinosaur age, allowing the rise of the mammals, the peak of whom is us, humans. So, 65 million years ago was attack. The devil's kingdom was attacked, wiping out his demonic, grotesque, monstrous age of the dinosaurs. And that ELE allowed the rise of the competing mammals who are the new rulers of the world. And the king of the mammals is human beings. So the dinosaur boss must see the human species, and all mammals actually, he must see the human species specifically as his enemy. The enemy of the dinosaurs. The enemy of the dragon kingdom. Dinosaurs are dragons, dragons are dinosaurs. So, and dragon is that force of evil, which we find in Western mythology. And the brave knight on his white horse, charging over the hills, searching into caves to find the sleeping dragon, the evil force, which he then has to slay. And then he can marry the angelic princess. But we see in the old mythology stories the idea that the dragon is evil power, sleeping inside the earth in a cave. Because the devil is in hell inside the earth. And he's the real dragon with his pointed tail, like a dragon, dinosaurs, devil. With his horns, devil has horns, dragons have horns, dinosaurs have horns. And then the devil's red, isn't he? Because, like dragons, they're red. And dinosaurs red in tooth and claw. So from these two rather superficial, evidences, the temptation of Jesus and the age of the dinosaurs, we can see the real ruler of the world is the devil. And so he must see us as the enemy because we're the new rulers here. And therefore he must have his own plan, agenda, plot. If he can't depopulate us through war, disease, poverty, all the insane government policies that come from the powers and principalities in high places, then at the same time he can just enslave us instead, because he is the boss, he's the ruler. And what is a king if he doesn't have subjects? So the devil needs his slaves. And we can see the world system: debt slave, tax slave, shopping slave, mind slaves in the churches, mind slaves in the synagogues and the temples all over the world. Religion controlling our belief systems, lifestyles, attitudes, our behaviour and morals. And we become slaves to religion. Since all society's culture is not wholly, but largely from the devil, through the powers and principalities in high places, i.e. the rulers of the world, government policies. In this way, the devil is the master, and we are slaves to the system. The system's called society. And if you ever try to live on the outside of society, well, it's not totally impossible. It's very hard. You have to go and live up a mountain alone, hunting every day, no electricity, no money, off the grid, outside the system, no tax number, no healthcare, just you and alone, under the big sky, alone in the world. Otherwise, you have to live inside the system, and society is just a prison without bars. And we are prisoners, slave prisoners. Monday to Friday, have to make money. And Saturday and Sunday, get rid of it. Monday morning, back to the company, another 5 days of slavery for a little boss, a little devil, make him rich. And then next Saturday and Sunday, spend it all again. It's the insanity of our life. So this keeps the whole world system going, society, human society. But ultimately, the little people, the 99%, they're slaves in different ways. Economic slaves or religious slaves. There's no freedom. Democracy, the sham of democracy, is it's all controlled, as we know. The left wing and the right wing are two wings of the same bird. And you've probably seen that picture of the cow. And the cow can go, it can choose, democracy, it can choose go this way or go that way, left or right. But what the cow can't see is at the end, the very end, actually there's only one door to the slaughterhouse. So the cow thinks it can choose left or right, but actually it's going to the same hellhole, the slaughterhouse anyway. We are the cow. So our whole life, from birth to death, is a slave. But we don't know it. That's like the super slave system, where the slaves don't even know they're slaves, and they have the illusion of choice. So finally, we're all subjects of the devil, but we don't even know it. Most people don't believe the devil's real. They not even aware they have a devil boss, and we're all trapped inside the system, not just our body, but our mind. That's how successful the devil is. The dinosaurs have gone now. The devil has upped his game, and through powers and principalities in high places, through them, the 1% of the 1% of the 1%, world policies dictated, fractional reserve banking, needless wars, insane government policies. Well, they seem insane to a sane man trying to understand. But only if you realise the devil is the real boss, then suddenly all the crazy government policies, they make sense. Enslavement is the game, because the real ruler of this world is the devil, and we are actually on the inside of hell, behind enemy lines. And human society has the illusion of freedom and choice, like the American dream. Just another fake illusion. And if you try to pursue the American dream, finally you realise the American dream is a nightmare.